Ottoman Empire collapse will be 100th year. It will reach its 100th year next year in 2022. One brother, he commented and he said, perhaps this is when the Mahdi will come. Is this true? Are we going to be seeing some sign, at least some sign of the coming of the Mahdi next year? Because this is going to be the end of 100th year. And in Hadith, Rasulullah Sallallahu said, Allah Azza wa Jal will not leave the believers without a khilafah for more than 100 years. So the question is this going to be happening? Is this going to be the year 2022 when we will see sign, at least some sign of the coming of the Mahdi, if not the Mahdi actually coming? Dear brothers and sisters, if you're new here, consider subscribing, inshallah, because we talk about the end of time in this channel a lot. So again, consider subscribing because you do not want to miss out on that. Now, I will be mentioning to you a few things. As you can see behind me, dear brothers and sisters, the Ottoman Empire, it ended 1922. From 1908 it started, and in 1922 it began the second constitutional era with the Young Turk Revolution. And we are now seeing that many people are coming out and saying that perhaps because of the end of the Ottoman Empire, we will see the coming of the Mahdi. So I want to mention few things for you so that inshallah you can understand it better. For the Mahdi to appear, we have to follow the hadith where Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said, Yamlu ard kist wal adl kama muliyat zawran wa zulma. He said that the Mahdi will come when the earth will be filled with tyranny and oppression, and he will fill this earth with adl and kist, justice and equity. Are we seeing those things? Are we seeing tyranny and oppression all over? We are seeing to an extent, but it is not as prevalent as it would be before the coming of the end of time, before the coming of the Mahdi, and Allah knows the best. However, I'm going to be mentioning a few things that you can inshallah take a look for yourself. So these are some of the points. I actually wrote them down. If you see these things are happening, as you can see, number 1, number 2, 5 of them, or actually 6 of them, if you see these things are happening, then there is a great chance of the coming of the Mahdi. Now these are not something guarantee that you see this and the Mahdi will be here, boom. No, this is just what I found from hadith. Number 1 is going to be, as you can see, Muslim will fight against each other. So there will be, like, I even wrote it down, لا تقوم الساعة حتى يقتتل فئتان فيكون بينهم مقتلة عظيم. The Prophet said the hour will not be established until Muslim two groups will fight and there will be a lot of casualties. If you see that happen, perhaps there is a good chance the Mahdi will be coming soon. Number 2 is misguided imam. We'll see a lot of imam, people who are supposed to be the leader, they are going to be sellouts. So Rasulullah, he said, وَإِنَّ مِمَّا أَتَخَوَّفُ عَلَىٰ أَئِمَّةً مُضِلًّا. That the thing that I fear the most for my ummah is misguided imam. Number 3, as you can see, a lot of invasions will take place. Countries will go after each other, whether it is for natural resource, whether it is because of desperation, whatever reason it is, we will see a lot of invasions taking place. And this is something happening right now too, but it will be even worse before the coming of the Mahdi. Number 4 is killing will increase. Obviously, this is a very famous hadith we know. Inna bayna yaday sa'a, close to the hour, the people yaksuru fiha al-harj wal-harj al-qatl. The harj will increase, and harj means killing, qital. Number 5, Muslims will not be able to practice. Another sign for the coming of the Mahdi. If you see this, Muslim will not be able to practice their deen. And number 6, what I understand would be Kaaba will be violated, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows the best. So dear sisters, the point here is that if you see these things are happening, then yes, there is a possibility that we are inching toward the end of time, inching toward the coming of the Mahdi. Whether we can say or whether we should remain silent when it comes to the Ottoman Empire, it is better not to say anything, because only Allah knows what his plan is, and only Allah knows what he will do with the ummah. We should never lose hope. We should always believe that Allah Azza wa Jal is there with a plan for the believers. Again, if you are new here, inshallah consider subscribing, like this video if you did, share this video, and inshallah I'll see you soon again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.